Here we go, everybody. Loser bracket quarterfinal. It is ReMinD versus Reprisal, the match anticipated by me for a week. It's so crazy. I really want to see these players collide. And it's already interesting if you look at the production tab, because it's Demon Hunter versus Mountain King. And the game is a little laggy for me. For you too?
Oh yeah, it looks horrible for me. Yeah. It's like every second I have like... frames are missing. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, maybe it stabilizes. It
looks very bad.
Let's see how things turn out here. But yeah, Reprisal, definitely the best human player in Korea, the most innovative player as well. We pointed out his Blood Mage, but he's starting to revolutionize human versus night elf as well by skipping breakers and going mass mortar teams. Very curious if we're gonna see this today as well. On the other side, ReMinD spawning in the bottom left. Big surprise at the Golden Championship series that we saw in the early stages of January, where he finished 3rd.
True. Mr. ReMinD back to speed, playing good. Know how the Gucci race works. Just get the Demon Hunter, get Archer, they kill everything. On the other side, we see Reprisal. He knows that the Night Elf race is just full of threats that can actually kill you. And for that, he's providing the one and only threat that the human army delivers or provides. It's the Mountain King. But the Mountain King is a hero that is very bad against the Demon Hunter. So I don't think that this Mountain King is doing all that much in that game. But we're gonna see what kind of strategy Reprisal is choosing, because he's the guy that is able to make something work that it's not supposed to be work. So
that's right, a little shady dude hiding from that wisp. Oh, storm bolting and killing him. Nice move. Coming out of the woods with hammers here. So immediate tier 2 tech by ReMinD. You pointed it out. Just one archer and then tech right away. On the other side, I think Reprisal is going for an expansion here. He's calling the militia, and this is usually what you do in Night Elf versus human as human does.
Yeah, and there are 2 wisps close to the mercenary camp, so maybe this is tail end aggression coming out, but so far he's not going for the expansion creep right away. He's now going for the mercenary camp to get some more additional forces here, as well as a lot of experience points for the Mountain King, and hopefully a good item, such as Mantle of Intelligence +6 would be nice. Or what else? Like Sobi Mask would be cool. Indeed. Something fancy, something fashionable that he can wear in the club.
And we see the item drop. It's a belt of giant strength.
Oh yeah, the belt works as well, I guess.
More HP is always great against the Demon Hunter. And okay, here's the staff now for the DH, and also I think you're gonna get the boots, or will he skip it? Since Potion of Greater Mana, not that great for a Night Elf, but yeah, he skips the boots as it seems. He has the resources for it, and he has to be so careful with his DH at the moment. But he's gonna finish it off easily, and here is the natural expansion creep by Reprisal, and the level 3 for the MK as well.
Nice, 2 levels of haste, very good. Stacking, providing some more attack speed, and with the additional attack speed and the bash chance, we have seen bashes from Reprisal, I guess, coming out of that Mountain King, like every single hit. So maybe we are going to see it one more time. On the other side, we see ReMinD is just creeping on his own terms. He doesn't really care what the human player is up to so far. Mountain King 270 mana and a replenishment potion, great stuff. So he doesn't need a shop yet. And he's getting the Lumber Mill in the base, as well as the Arcane Tower at the expansion. But right now, I think he will go into the aggressive. And there's only one Storm Ball that he can use before he's getting mana burned, and he's completely dry.
You're absolutely correct. ReMinD is going for Talons and the improved bows upgrade, since he has a lot of archers right now. There's no defense. Stormbolt immediately. Can he get the surround close? Yes, he does. Forcing the town portal would be a huge threat. I think staffing out...
Oh, it was open!
...is not an option since there's so much bash going on. It was open, you say?
It was open, the surround. He could have just walked away. But he didn't realize. This is next level jaw surround. It looks like it's surround, but it's not. Good stuff.
So the defense upgrade is coming, plus the Keeper of the Grove as a second hero. Pretty squishy, so there is definitely potential for the Mountain King to bolt him to death.
He just cancelled it and goes for the Rage Pyro, the Fire Lord.
Oh boy!
I think I would have liked the Entangle guy more.
I can see this Fire Lord work as well. Since there's no Dispel for a long time, he might have to...
The priest can easily Dispel everything.
Ah, the priest, of course, yeah. But he focuses, and he's dead.
Oh, LeBold! LeBold doing so much damage.
Yeah,
the Force Scroll dies. Finally, we can see the Dispel on the Spirit, and it's gone. Level 4 for the Mountain King. Level 2 Bash. Now going for the Fire Lord. There's still a Step of Preservation on that Fire Lord, as well as a Teleportation Step on the Demon Hunter. And yeah, he's losing Footman, and also Reprisal is attacking already. If he gets if he can establish a decent account of towers at his expansion, he should be safe. But right now, it's not looking good. The improved bow, you can see how far they can reach. And there's no Stormbolt for the Mountain King anymore. The Footmen are not even using their defense upgrade against the Archers, which is kind of surprising. And it is kind of looking good for ReMinD, I guess.
It's not talents.
Fairy Dragons!
Exactly. It's not talents, it is Fairy Dragons. ReMinD being creative here. And he stabs out the Demon Hunter just to be safe. Fairy Dragons from double Ancient of Wind.
This is going to surprise him, and there's no guard tower in the main base. He will just harass him, and he's super annoying. But if he ever reaches tier 2, and we will see Gyrocopter or Rifleman, if he can, he needs a decent amount of towers to prevent from dying for at least like 2 minutes. Or not 2 minutes, like 90 seconds would be enough to set up these towers. But let's see Mountain King trying to kill a few more archers, and Reprisal should question this, like, okay, you got archers, you got a secure, where are you, like, tier 2 units? What are you planning on? And now the Fairy Dragons, and this is something what I like and what I said when Foggy played it. Foggy revealed, like, the first 2 Fairy Dragons when he plays it in Night of Mirror, for example. But if you bank on, like, 4 to 6 Fairy Dragons, I think it's way stronger, but the guard towers finish up in time.
Reprisal is pretty lucky, or has perfect timing here. So I think the harass is over, the Fairy Dragons are exposed, but I think he knew about it by now. But he can just transition into the main base, or go towards the main base. There are 2 watchtowers, 2 scout towers, morphed into guard towers right now. Will they finish in time? I doubt it.
No, they will not finish in time, and with that piercing damage against the unarmored tower, or it's not even unarmored, this is armor type that takes additional damage from piercing. Right now, the attack is real, and he will never be able to get the towers out. But if he gets a Blood Mage, for example, he can just bolt the heroes and maybe kill them, because there's no more Town Portal. Of course, Step of Preservation is great, but now the militias are being called, and this is a huge amount of units coming out for Reprisal.
Call to arms,
they can surround everything.
Everything has been morphed into militia, and ReMinD has to run away here. Don't really... Oh my god! Demon Hunter being bolted! Did not expect that Mountain King right there. So first hero down, level 3 is gone, and that takes quite some time or a lot of resources to get him back to the tavern. But ReMinD is doing the only correct thing, splitting his Fairy Dragons away from the army, sending him back into the base, and cause trouble in the economy.
Yeah, he's like, oh, why would I need a first hero? Just take it away. And now the Mountain King is getting closer and closer for another round of Bolt. And if he kills the Fire Lord as well, there are no more heroes on the field. Even though he's harassing the main base, at the expansion there is a Blacksmith and power build being started right now. And now, bye-bye, Mr. Fire Lord! Go, go!
Yeah, where's the Bolt? Here it is, cutting the HP in half. There will be a surround or a block or whatever. It will be enough to get away. Booyah! There it is. No hero anymore for ReMinD. And he's losing the archers as well, both of them, I'm pretty sure of that, since there's Boots.
Players really performing very well today.
Indeed, lots of multitasking here. Look at the base, there's plenty of dead peasants.
Yeah, he will just go into double Rex Rifleman production, and this should be enough. He could also go for just gyrocopters. I think this would have been better.
And
because the Riflemen are just immobile, and
the Blood Mage is
the
coming
gyrocopters
as well.
are more mobile than that.
Blood Mage is coming as well. There is despair in the main base of Reprisal, so both players are down to 1 base at the moment.
He's now going to snipe the Altar of Elders here, if he's able to close in on that one. No more Demon Hunter, no more Fire Lord for quite some time. He's also kind of supply blocked if he kills one of the Moonwells somewhere. But yeah, he wrecked apart the gold line in the main base that will be set up once again. He's starting the production of workers, and he gets a Blood Mage, so this means level 3 bolts all over the place, and the Altar of Elders dies in time, so no more heroes for Mr. ReMinD.
That is indeed promising. Well, he can still use the Tavern though. The Demon Hunter is back on the battlefield, but it's so costly, man. Especially the level 3 Demon Hunter. But now he's going for the Moon Wheels. You pointed it out. Keep him supply blocked. Demon Hunter catching a Stormbolt and a Surround. There is no Town Portal, only a Staff, but he escapes. Oh, another Stormbolt, or was it a Bash? Might have been a Bash. And here's the Stormbolt! Booyah! Right in the back and killing that first hero for the second time when he had a potion on him. Oh no, he used it before. Excuse me.
I'm so proud of Reprisal. And also the defense footmen, the Fairy Dragons, they don't do as much damage as you would think. They only provide like up to 14 to 16 piercing damage, and against defense their attacks are bouncing back as well. So this was another good strategy by Night Elf players that I highly recommend you guys. The Beastmaster play for Moon, thumbs up. The Fairy Dragon play, thumbs up. Good stuff. More of that, please.
Well, I think ReMinD is trying to surprise with tactics. We saw it against Lucifer as well with that Talon play against Undead, which totally didn't work. This I can see working in general, but Reprisal's response, once he saw the Fairy Dragons, was really, really, really smart and good.
That was just a very, 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 very disappointing game. And yeah, yet again, Reprisal made the Mountain King work against the Demon Hunter, but this is just of the lack of game plan from ReMinD. I guess if he hits him with Talons attacks cannot be bounced back by defense, since they're magic attacks. Fairy Fire is super sick. If you go for a Naga or Entangle, you can just focus down the Mountain King, you can get rid of the towers with the improved bow, and you just transition into a normal game and everything turns out to be fine. But yeah, if you go crazy and want to be the fan favorite, it cannot always work.
Well, just assume that the towers didn't finish in like perfect time.
Nah, this is Reprisal, of course towers always in time.
Is the game up for you, by the way?
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
I can't join. You're trolling me.
Why is that?
You are trolling me, right?
Yeah. I'm also not in the game yet.
Alright.
There we see the not even close emote. And this is the right emote to use in this case.
Neo and YAWS boyfriends?
Sometimes. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. What do donations go towards?
Exactly.
Somebody is asking.
Last month, no, in January it was my rent. That was pretty nice. But usually better equipment, sometimes cups, raffles, but yeah, we're spending a lot of time.
Maybe if you can donate like 15 euros, you can actually bring his green screen to the ironing lady.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That whole thing, that would be lovely.
And some graphic works, stuff that keeping the scene alive. We're spending so much time on this, so getting a little money out of this is pretty nice.
The blackjack and hookers just happened once, so it's not the typical kind of investment.
And it was coke and hookers, no blackjack, not wasting time.
Yeah, but how would you know? Mr. Prop says true. How would you know about this? So, whoa! Amazonia second map. Game about to start. Neo also in the game. Amazing.
Yes, so am I.
Amazing.
So, Amazonia is definitely one of the best Night Elf maps, so it's pretty common to pick that. But you think...
Fairy Dragons are pretty strong on Amazonia.
I don't think he's going for that as well, again. But I can imagine Talons.
Talons, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe, but he won't play the expansion kind of style. I guess he goes for his tier 2 without the expansion, and then with the mortar teams that I really like. And I lack like shit once again. I don't know why.
Me too. I think last time when ReMinD played it was the same, so it's ReMind's fault.
Ah, okay.
So, ReMinD, the WCG winner of 2010, the BlizzCon winner, and several more stuff. He's about to drop out. He's just one map away from being eliminated in this tournament, and then he's down. And okay, he will still get $25, but that's definitely not what he wants going into a tournament. And the winner of this best of 3 will meet Moon, by the way. So Reprisal and Moon would be a rematch, right, from the group stages?
Yes, true. Would be a nice rematch, and I would be looking forward to it. But let's see. Let's determine the winner. I guess it will be my human brother in heart. The Reprisal playing really, really good here. Very solid. And ReMinD not looking as good as he usually does. I don't know why. I don't know why he's like trying new stuff. Why don't you just stick to something that is, that is good, that wins you games, like Bears, for example, or Talents. Very good.
Maybe he's saving tactics for WCA.
Yeah, maybe he already starts saving tactics. That would be very smart. On the other hand, would lose him a lot of money in the meantime. But if you go for the big prize and take it, it's worth it.
Just
it
like
might be
you.
worth it. No, I don't have any money yet, so I'm still a poor, broke-ass student.
Who's not a student anymore.
Without being a student
Yeah.
anymore. So I have the benefits of being a student without being a student anymore right now.
Nice.
And now you can see this little hideout there for the Wisp, and this is something really nice. I think the European guys actually revealed it, or figured it out, where you can like put like 6 Wisp into it and nobody can ever reach it. It's pretty good.
I think it was Foggy.
See, the Europeans.
So
The
once
ones with
again,
the brains.
a Mountain King.
And yeah, maybe he played a few later games and decides to go play more Mountain King here, or he just feels way more comfortable playing Mountain King against ReMinD, for example. Since both of the players having their Phoenix tag on their name, maybe they practiced a little bit, and in practice the Mountain King worked out a little better for him.
Everything is possible here. So on maps that aren't usually good for Human, we saw him go for the expansion creep, but not putting up an expansion. Do you think we could see that on AZ as well, or is it just too risky?
AZ is very hard to creep the expansion without taking a lot of damage, but is he producing more workers? Mountain King is kind of always a go-to strategy to expansion. It's nothing that you can skip out on. And now the Demon Hunter, a surround on him would be sick right now. There is the Cloak of Shadows, which is a great item to have on him, but we have a farm already close to the Goblin Laboratory, so whenever it's needed, he can scan and reveal him, even though he might be invis for some time. And there's an Arcane Tower that he could easily cancel in his main base, because he will not need it. But I think he was expecting a Warden. Maybe they practiced and ReMinD played a lot of Warden in these games, so now he's tricking him into Mountain King.
Oh, this is a surround right from the start. Again, it's closed. And can he keep it up? That's the big question, or will he fight out of there? He does not want to risk. Okay, he opens it up. Of course, there was this cloak.
The hold position is a very good strategy that you can use. Oh, the bolt closing in on the archer. Nice, killing that one off.
And the lag is getting really hard for me. At the moment, there's a lot of stuttering going on. Maybe it's stabilizing, but yeah, sorry for that. It's a Korean host, so that's what we are suffering through. Very early blacksmith, isn't it? So
Yeah, he will go into normal rifleman play here. Maybe with a blood mage second, maybe with an alchemist. We have seen crazy stuff in the recent past.
I think the surprise element of a Reprisal game would be to play normal. So maybe
the Reprisal way would be like, I go mortar teams to workshops.
Yeah.
Let's see. Or maybe mortar teams and a Zeppelin dropping on the main base.
Yeah, I can see a lot of stuff. Reprisal knows so many nice tactics.
Wow, the Hunter's Hold can actually be cancelled here.
Is it damage enough?
I think, yeah, he got like 6 footmen. Yeah, it should be enough. I think he can cancel it if he really. Yeah, and he goes for it.
It's really close now. Without the Mountain King, he needs so much repair. He pulls some wisps. Mountain King catches them, but it finishes, and now repair. Can he keep it alive? It's so big, man. He would completely change his game plan if this 100 falls, but no. The repair keeps him alive. No bolts anymore. Now the archers are here to deal with the footmen.
Oh, the micro from ReMinD so sloppy, losing 3 wisps there that were repairing the Hunter's Hall. Didn't micro at all, didn't use the moon juice at all. I don't know what's going on here, but of course he has to keep track of everything here. Did he lose an archer in the process as well?
I don't see a corpse. Oh, one corpse. So yeah, maybe one archer dying.
So far, so good. And Rifleman production being started. First upgrade is cute. No second hero yet. But he doesn't have the money for that. Arcane Sanctum started. Yeah, he's going for the normal rifle play.
Yeah, he's even building an Arcane Vault. Usually against Night Elf he skips that one, plus the Breakers, and goes for a lot of mortar teams. But not this time. This is fairly standard, to be honest. But, okay, Panda and Brewmaster for ReMinD and the Archmage second. No fancy stuff, but I think whenever you play casters as humans, you need the Archmage. And YAWS is gone, apparently. I don't know what happened there, but okay. Let's focus. Hard creep spot here by ReMinD. But of course, with the help of the Engine of War, it's easily doable. Boots of speed on the MK. Is going for something again. Maybe on the Wisp Hunt. Ah, no, okay, there's a Shredder. So, never mind. Now there's
Panda definitely a great choice here against the Rifleman. And now we see a Workshop following that up.
Yeah, this is fairly typical for Reprisal. He goes for that push where you have like 2 to 3 Riflemen plus the first mortar team. So you put it all in one army composition.
One basket, so to say.
Yeah, exactly. All in one basket and throw it at your opponent and see if it works. I haven't seen this succeed, to be honest.
Okay, so you have seen the strategy multiple times and it never succeeded. And he goes for Aura first on the Archmage.
Yeah, it's pretty common, I guess.
Whoa. I really don't know. The Panda definitely a great pickup with the Wand of Mana Stealing. He can mana burn the Mountain King and then steal the mana on top of things. I don't know. I actually have never seen that strat, and I still think it cannot work. But yeah, this is Reprisal.
Yeah, speaking of Reprisal's strat, you are, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't like it. I think you're wasting a lot of time and resources.
And now he goes for a second Sanctum.
All right. Maybe
whatever.
Maybe he has a random button at his worker, so it just produces whatever the game wants.
Or maybe he wants to trick his opponent by producing one Rifleman.
But Night Elf basically
this makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
I don't
so
know,
why do you think he plays the Archmage instead of Blood Mage?
Yeah, you need the aura for the casters as well, and if he's going for the kiting game that he likes to play, and now he's setting up an expansion. Okay.
Alright.
But yeah, maybe sometimes if you don't play standard and play really weird, it throws your opponent off so hard because he doesn't know what to do. But against a Night Elf player that is going Bears Panda, it's nothing that can throw this strategy off because it's just so simple and it's effective against basically everything that you do.
So he goes for Blizzard as a second spell, which is pretty normal, I guess. On the other side, we are focusing a lot on Reprisal because it's so interesting what he plays, but ReMinD needs to win this game to stay alive in this tournament, and he plays this so passive. He kinda never leaves his base, or when he does, just for a few meters. I think he's afraid.
Alright, he doesn't have to leave his base. He knows he can just chill, because there will be a time when the Master Bears are done, where he's just super strong, especially with the level 3 Panda, level 3 Demon Hunter, level 2 Mana Burn. It's just so strong, and getting these 2 Arcane Towers at the expansion, even though he doesn't have any wood to get that expansion in place, I don't know. He builds them to use this reveal kind of mechanic of the tower. Very good.
So he's kind of trapped there now, but the towers provide some good blocking, and if he can put the mortar team back there, I don't think ReMinD should... well, he can fight. There's a town portal. Yes, there is. But no heal scroll, no nothing.
It makes no sense if ReMinD fights into these 2 towers. There's nothing at these 2 towers. Why would you ever fight into that?
Well, the human can't really escape. Well,
yeah, but if you fight into these 2 towers, your Panda will get burned, your bears get burned.
That's right. I don't know. I was just searching desperately for some reason. But no, he's going for the shop now. So no potions anymore. We see the siege bears do their work with all that raw. And Reprisal is grouping his army. Everything
he doesn't need the shop. He doesn't need the shop anyhow. He's never going into breaker production with that strat.
That's right. Oh, he loses the mortar team. This is a big loss in damage.
Wow, and I think he even used the scan at the laboratory because he thought that there might be an invis cast on that mortar team.
Or the ward, which has just been set up.
Okay, this makes no sense. Okay, whatever. A great game. Great game. 50 supply
This is so weird,
for
man.
Reprisal. 50 supply for ReMinD.
So, but now his reinforcements are cut off because he's just in the mid. ReMinD is just camping in the middle of the army and the base, and he has all the time in the world at the moment to get rid of buildings.
Yeah, this is awful. I don't like it. It feels so miserable if you're in the position of Reprisal right now, where you cannot connect your your base with your reinforcements or your main forces with the reinforcement. It just feels so bad. And now also ReMinD is questioning the whole thing here. He doesn't know what's going on. He goes back to the expansion right now. He could just go havoc on all the farms there and supply block his opponent. But he doesn't really know what to do.
But he's backing it up with an expansion, which is the best thing he could do, because Reprisal is not allowed to leave his spot there. Plus he can't attack with anything else because his army is not split or something.
So Second Sanctum back on track. A mortar team has to be careful if he doesn't want to die there.
Yeah,
but he could kill the forest there, then he can reinforce if he wants to.
Or just use the Zeppelin.
But there's
no
a sentry. Did he just buy a Zeppelin? No.
No.
But there's a sentry ward also keeping track of the reinforcement as well as keeping track of the main forces here.
Yeah, lots of vision. Reprisal is in upkeep already. So economy-wise, this is gonna be horrible for Reprisal in a second. Usually.
Yeah, but if he hits him at a point where ReMinD is getting the expansion and is not breaking upkeep, and you just overcome that with 66 supply that he's aiming for right now, with militia support, 2 heal scrolls, I think he can just kill the entire army there. Wow, and he barely missed with the scan from the towers. I guess he barely missed the sentry ward.
Yeah, but he has to know that there is one, because he had an
almost
potion.
20 supply advantage for Reprisal if he connects his armies.
That's true. That is true. Here comes Blizzard now, but it's only level 1. Still doing damage though.
These Arcane Towers, dude. These Arcane Towers are key.
Now he's connecting, and the militia is coming as well. Are there mortar teams? I don't know for sure. Yeah, 3 mortar teams. So the damage output is real.
It's sick. It's really almost 20 supply advantage.
And this is exactly what ReMinD has been looking forward to the entire time.
And if he kills the expansion right now...
I think he can definitely do it with 3 mortar teams.
Yeah, sure, it takes no time. And he's setting up an expansion on his own. It looked super strange, but right now everything falls into play.
Oh, maybe he can intercept the mortar teams. That would be huge. But I guess he's not fast enough. One team is about to die, but the Stormbolt saves it. Nice repositioning by Reprisal here. And Invis cast on top of things. Beautiful Warcraft by Reprisal at the moment. And now the mortar teams are able to shoot. He loses that one, but still 2 alive. And ReMinD forcing the town portal here.
Dude, this guy is so good. He's so good.
Wow.
That Gucci plays from Mr. Reprisal winning that game here almost.
This is not supposed to work, right? This is all not supposed to work. But yeah, let's see the force that is mortar teams. But yeah, it's only 2. ReMinD bought himself a little more time by killing that mortar team. Now the Dryads come in to slow the teams.
The Giant!
What? Oh yeah! Holy cow. To get rid of the casters and stuff. Everything is burning here, the casters army. But the heal scroll is countering that one. Spot being used, but not for long. Of course, he can refocus. Nice breath of fire again. But the heal scrolls are gone now. The panda has no mana anymore. But he drives Reprisal away from the expansion. That's all he wants at the moment.
Wow, so many casters. He needs more mortar teams. Now Fairy Dragon's coming to the party. Archmage getting closer and closer to level 3, but as long as the panda doesn't have mana, I think he's useless in the fight. Now coming back, fully regenerated, and looking forward to take another fight. In the meantime, Reprisal's expansion also set into play here. He got an expansion now, both of the players do, with Mountain Giants going up against mortar teams, a single rifleman battling a Fairy Dragon in the air.
Yeah, the Mountain Giant should definitely go for a tree and get siege damage to attack the casters. Since there's no block at all. No water elemental, no breakers, no nothing.
Yeah, he goes for the kiting play that he likes to play.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really good. Now the Fairy Dragon is dead, and I think if he got like 2 or 3 Fairy Dragons against all these casters, with the Breath of Fire, he can just rape everything.
ReMinD has nothing to throw against this. He's not fast enough. He throws the Drunken Haze, but no Breath of Fire to follow it up. So I think Chimeras would be a nice idea.
70 supply
And they
for
are
the
slow
Night
as well,
player.
so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think Chimeras are doing all that much, but big Fairy Dragons, like 2 or 3 Fairy Dragons are doing the trick here in this game. And healing scrolls for Reprisal to prevent dying. If he can siege that expansion, he only got 1 mortar team with 2 upgrades. Second one coming, no gyrocopters yet. Mountain King has to be careful. There's still Invis that could be used on that Mountain King. He got the Boots of Speed, so he should be able to get away. Now the anti-magic potion being popped. Instant dispel on that. Is he using the Town Ball? Yes, he is. So the micro from both of the players is splendid so far.
Yeah. It's really, really nice. I'm looking forward to that 80 versus 80 fight we're about to witness. Double level 3 on the Night Elf. For human we have 3-3 as well. So Blizzard level 2 finally. This is such a huge advantage or improvement. So a lot more damage. We have 3 mortar teams now. 2-0 upgrade, you pointed it out. And he's building the 4th one. I guess for this tactic of Reprisal to succeed, he needs even more mortar teams. Like boost it up to 80 food and then throw the damage at him. But ReMinD is coming with 3 bears and the 1 mountain giant. Now it's definitely time to grab that tree. And he's going for it. Booyah. Siege damage it is. And he's going for the town hall. But town portal from Reprisal immediately.
And Reprisal in a very good spot, I think. Has to be careful with his casters a little bit, but Panda is just yet coming, now approaching the 2 towers as well. And the Fairy Dragon's providing so much damage. Very nice heal scroll, but there's only 1 heal scroll remaining that he has to give to the Archmage, I guess. Mountain King and all sorts of trouble, has to be careful using the 2nd heal scroll. Now the casters are all out of position. Yes, to retreat into the towers, has to heal up again, but there's no more heal scroll. And if another Breath of Fire hits all the casters, he can do so much damage. But the Blizzard on the other side is also providing a lot of damage with the towers here. 1 mortar team staying strong. Panda has to be careful, and I think ReMinD is breaking it right now.
Yeah, I think so too, man. The level up on the Mountain King, will he save it? I don't know. The bears are falling apart slowly, though. Mountain King now in focus, 150 HP left. There comes the Panda back into this game with, okay, not enough mana. But oh boy, this was a lot of damage running into that Breath of Fire. This is so risky. Everything is burning. Reprisal's army completely falling apart. The Archmage now being attacked by bears. Leonardo, the Archmagio, and he's down and out, and this is the equalizer, 1-1 against for Reprisal and ReMinD. So we have the deciding game in this best of 3, which is, well, some would call it boring, some would call it interesting. I think it's pretty good. Pretty good, and yeah, this is just something else. Something else.
Very unusual game, like super unusual game. I don't know, like both of the players playing something strange, like a mountain giant in that army composition. Not sure if he did all that much, but you can slow the mountain giants for a long time.
Okay. Okay, now I can join the game.
So crazy game, unusual game, but crazy game. I think he could have won that if he got 1 more heal scroll. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. This is so hard to say, but 1 more mortar team could have made the difference at the the expansion. And we got some donations here. Very nice. Mr. E-Spider, go iron that shit. Okay, green screen is getting ironed. And Indie Picard, great casting, guys, very entertaining. Fix that green screen. Thank you very much. $13.67. So the daily goal has been reached once again. Shout out to you guys.
You're gonna come up with the green screen ironing lady, or maybe hire someone for that? It has to be there for the next cast on Monday morning.
Yeah, possible. definitely possible.
So what time is it? Like WCA qualifier? Yeah, like Europe time, German time, CET.
7 a.m.
It's 7 in the morning. I thought it's like way earlier.
No. You can see all the scheduled things at the Reddit thread with a countdown and wait a second, 1, 2, 3, 7 different time zones. So
Whoa.
wherever you're from, you know exactly when the games are starting. Apropos game is starting, this game is starting as well, and it's gonna be Twisted Meadows.
The Twisted Meadows. It's a good map. It's close position, and we're going to start with introducing the players. It is ReMinD spawning at the 8 o'clock position. The Red Knight of player from South Korea was able to take the second map in this best of 3 series here, going up against the yellow human player on the 6 o'clock position here. Reprisal, the guy who makes things work that are not supposed to work. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Twisted, and we don't see a laboratory kind of build order here for Reprisal, so he's going for the standard. Is he going for the Mountain King once again? On the other side, we can question ReMinD's hero choice here on Twisted. It could be a Warden, but it's close position. He could be tower rushed. It could be a crazy game again.
Yeah, lots of possibilities once again. And yeah, this is the hero choice definitely will pave the way for the upcoming game. It could be a long one, so get ready. We saw a tank game in the last round, the quarterfinals. So I expect everything from this, but Reprisal I think is not the tank player.
Yeah.
So
thank you to Mr. Lost K Shin for this subscription, bro.
yeah.
The support of the channel is increasing heavily.
Mountain King versus Warden.
Finally, we have a matchup on paper that is not like in favor of anyone. Because both of the players have the opportunity to kill either a lot of like units with one spell, and the other one can kill the hero with one spell. So it's kind of equal. Not like the Archmage going up against the Shadow Strike, just riding into the... I don't know. He will just die sooner or later.
Okay. This is the Korean WCA champion who won the qualifier. Is he about to drop out in the first round of the loser bracket? That's the big question. Or is it gonna be the old school Night Elf, one of the 2 most famous Korean Night Elves, and that means the best Night Elves in the world, just right after Moon. ReMinD, who skipped the qualifier for WCA since he was a League of Legends coach back then, but not anymore. He saw his true roots are here in Warcraft, and that's where he wants to have success. Starting this game off with the usual Engine of War creep, no harass, and yeah, you mentioned it, no laboratory creep, which would be kinda risky maybe in the starting positions, but he's going for that Merc camp to get access to the troll right away.
Yeah, but this is even more risky if you look at it, how close these guys are next to each other, creeping. You can share it in one screen, how both of the players are creeping, and only the forest is in the way.
That's true.
Scroll of the Beast, not the best item. I think he was aiming for a big mana potion, and a lot of units are dropping low already. Of course, there's still the priest that can heal up units, but the warden is already there, getting into play. Can she kill something? No, he's going to play very passive, just like he played the last game here, where he also went very passive right from the start. Wow, the archer is dead. Nice kill there. For a second I thought it was a surround, but the warden was way too far away from that archer.
So far the choice for Reprisal was definitely the wrong one, going for that creep spot, but now there's a Huntress Hall, there's a second Engine of War, this is Mass Huntress, this is most likely an Ancient Protector push, but let's see how this works out. Bash again, and he keeps us around close. We saw it in the quarterfinals, the Bash, the RNGesus is with Reprisal, but thank God it just turned night, and ReMinD can use the Shadow Melt to get out of there.
So beautiful how he kept the surround close and how he closed the surround when he bashed. Such beautiful play there. It's not that easy, especially for me, but it's still not that easy. And the warden, if he bolts that warden, she could die. But
no, he wants to bolt her now. He wants to bolt her now. He knows exactly what's going on, blocking the way to the moon. Well, but he's still, the range is too big. But he gets the Troll Berserker in return, which is such a huge investment. And surround almost again. It's no level 2, guys. There is no blink.
But the Huntresses will be so effective
Bash!
against the Footman.
How lucky can he
How
be?
he stutter steps. He always wants to take the chance of getting a bash. So nice. Not spending any mana yet on that Warden. I like it. So that you can regenerate at the Moonwells a little bit easier.
He has Shadow Strike though. Detonate would be nice to get rid of the bolt. Yes, there we go. Well done by ReMinD. Tech has started by Reprisal, by the way, and the Lumber Mill is coming.
Yeah, not surprising. This guy likes his tier 2 tech. He likes a lot of units without the expansion, without the risk of dying early game to a lot of pressure. And yeah, the Wisp is finally here at the mercenary camp that stole the the Berserker first, is now getting rid of with the Forest Troll Shadow Priest, the second one. And the Footmen are kind of useless against the Huntresses. So this can get very risky here. When he's applying a Tower Rush, for example, with a lot of Ancient Protectors and Huntresses, sometimes I feel you can barely do anything with the Footmen, because the Huntresses and the Bouncing Glaive are providing so much damage.
Yeah. And they are pretty tanky with their 600 HP as well.
Yeah, that's true. So I would like to see him get a Blacksmith right now, so that he can get more teams later if he gets Tower Rust, because the Night Elf player is still on tier 1 here.
We saw that from Moon. Didn't work against Focus the Orc. Will it work against Reprisal? Will it kill the Sea Champion or not? So yeah, what's the follow-up plan for ReMinD here?
I don't know the strategy that he is looking forward to do. But it's kind of risky to have a level 2 Warden without a Town Portal, because it takes a little bit longer to revive that one if it dies. Gives a lot of experience to the Mountain King. He's level 3 already. And now he's Town Portaling out with his remaining units.
Okay. Maybe he wants some more mana. Yeah, he gets the clarity, gets the healing. Wants to reunite with his 2 Shadow Priests, I guess.
And now ReMinD is teching.
Maybe a Glaive Thrower push. I can see that work.
Maybe he goes into normal Dryad production, because the Mountain King is kind of useless against Dryads.
But why would he go for double Engine of War then?
I think he only wanted to go for double Ancient of War because he wanted to have like 2 Ancient of War for creeping.
I see.
And then he figured out, okay, it's close position, I could be Tower Rushed, so let's get a few Huntresses. Then he was thinking about, maybe you expand later and I will crush that expansion. And now he feels like, okay, you're attacking, I have to take 2.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Oh boy, Reprisal surprising once again! Double Griffin Aviary. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Plus the Blood Mage on top of that to get rid of the mana of the Warden. So, Dragonhawks, huh?
This is crazy, yeah. This is very crazy and unique. You barely see Mountain King. This is like a DK and Gargs. It's like Mountain King Hawks. Hawks, of course, great against the Huntresses because they cannot attack them, and piercing damage against Huntresses is good. A lot of Hawks are actually super good against Dryads as well, but Fan of Knives is also a great spell to have against basically everything that is not spell immune. And now ReMinD is getting a lot of reinforcements from the mercenary camp. Muddy the Mud Golem joining the fray. There's no more Town Portal on that Mountain King, keep that in mind. A bolt hitting that Forest Troll Berserker, Blood Mage coming into play, draining the mana away from the first hero of the Night Elf player. But now the Mountain King is about to die here. He is surrounded and he has to be very careful, and he will not make it out of there. So we see Reprisal losing his first hero, first Dragonhawks coming to the fight. But this was not something that Reprisal wanted for him. Losing that first hero just hurts so much, because this is the strong phase of the game with the Mountain King and the Blood Mage draining the mana, bolting all over the place. And wow, archers being produced right now against the Hawks.
Okay.
And archers are pretty damn effective.
Yeah, that's of course the first reaction that you do here, since they are light armored. You won't get that tower up, that's for certain. But do you really want to push into that without the Mountain King? He just wants to buy time, I guess. He's not getting it back from the tavern. He's rebuilding it in the altar. And so far, I guess the Hunters are enough to deal with the army, since it's only 2 Dragonhawks. Okay, 3 Dragonhawks now. But the mana on the Warden is completely gone, level 3.5.
And the Blood Mage is almost being surrounded, has to be super careful. The remaining forces are standing on the other side. He could kill that archer there in no time if he wants to. Now focusing the Hunters once again. Not sure why he's not going for the archer there. Blood Mage has to be super careful. I'm glad that there's no Shadow Strike to slow him down.
Yeah.
On the other side, also the archers are getting killed by the footmen here.
So Reprisal fighting ReMinD off without his first hero is pretty impressive. Of course he has the Dragonhawks, but also the Blood Mage is providing so much value since he's always getting rid of the mana of the Warden. No Shadow Strikes, you pointed it out. Would be easy to deal with the Dragonhawks with the Shadow Strike. Troll goes down. But what can he do?
But he's also baiting him away from his main base so that he can set the Ancient of Lores up.
Yeah. That's right.
So if he only had the time and he figured out that there are Ancient of Lores going down, he could have cancelled them. Or just kill all the Hunters in the meantime to get that Blood Mage up to level 2. But he finally is level 2. Mountain King comes out, going to the Arcane Vault here right away, getting a Clarity Potion as well as a Scroll of Regeneration and more Hawks. But I think if he hits him in 1 or 2 minutes with a heal scroll, the mana drain and the banish, it could work. Or maybe even the flame strike against a few archers, but not really worth it. So the banish would be a little better to save units, to do some more damage against the Warden. And it's level 2 Shadow Strike, so no Fan of Knives against all the units. The Mountain King was going in a different direction, wanted to set up an expansion, and now the Warden gets more and more experience from killing the footmen. Being drained completely. Only 1 healing potion. But now she's out of mana. She cannot blink. And the Mountain King is doing a nice block. And he got another Stormbolt. And another one after that.
There it is. A 10-second cooldown.
The bash! Oh, and he was drained, so no mana for the blink. He actually blinked away. Then the mana count went low. And he couldn't blink to the location that he wanted to go for.
He started the animation, yeah, so nice. And once again, Reprisal is turning this game around. ReMinD needs to win this or he's out. Both players actually, but he is with his back against the wall. The Dryads are falling like flies. The Archer is the only remaining anti-air unit and he gets rid of them like with ease. Reveal being used, Archer down. In the meantime, of course, the Dragonhawks, they hunt down the Hunters as fast as they can. And what can ReMinD do without a Warden? He's going for the Entangled Goldmine. He has banished, by the way, so no Flame Strike against this. But with all the Dragonhawks coming in, there's nothing he can do about this.
So proud of my human mate here. So Gucci play with the Dragonhawks, with the Mountain King, and now the Entangled Goldmine is being attacked and almost being killed.
This
First
is
Dryad on the field.
This is basically the story of Last Refuge reversed, where ReMinD tried to go for the harassing stuff with the Fury Dragons. This time it's Reprisal succeeding with this. Let me show you how it's done.
This is just GG. This is so over. There is absolutely no doubt. What would even if that Warden comes out? What would he only got 2 Dryad that can attack the, I don't know, 10 Hawks?
Yeah, they are easily focused by the Hawks.
This is how you play air against someone, Mr. ReMinD.
It's just critical mass, and then you got it.
And the Altar of Elders is gone. I think it was a huge mistake to not rebuy it from the tavern.
Yeah. He could have easily gotten the mana here from the Moonwells. They're all full.
Players' forces are under attack.
And the WCG champion is struggling so super hard. Warden, he needs some more resources, I guess. And he has no income.
He got no income. There's no gold to come.
Yeah, exactly. He has not enough gold to get it back from the tavern. Maybe 11 gold are missing or something, and he can't sell everything.
Like 60 gold missing or something like that. And he cannot get it. There's no chance that he can get his hero back. This is the best moment of today. The desperation. I would like to see a player's cam right now, seeing ReMinD's face.
Oh well, he can hope that he gets the Entangled Goldmine back up, but then there are no wisps, I guess. Oh, 1 wisp remaining.
It proved the theory that the old school players are not getting back to the shape they were in. Ta-da! That Reprisal though.
GG! It's over! He's out! ReMinD eliminated by Reprisal. For, I guess, Warcraft enthusiasts and purists and stuff, this was one entertaining series. Like, strategies that we haven't seen in maybe ever, maybe years, maybe never in competitive or whatever. This is just... I mean, Reprisal is not doing a lot different usually.
Of course, he's playing out of his mind.
But I don't know, he mixes stuff and then it turns out to be like awesome new, like red and blue turns into purple, and that's what he does. And that is so impressive.
You are successful when you don't copy like Chinese players. If you don't copy Infi and TH, because you cannot do what they do. They set up the expansion. Whatever you throw at them, they don't care. They set up the expansion, and most of the time they win. Especially not against Loliath's Warden, but usually they win with that expansion. Yeah. And Loliath is like playing a different kind of approach, a different style, different unit mixes, different timings, and it throws them off completely. And they don't know how to respond accordingly. And this is why he's winning these games.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did at the WEC 2014, where he ended up second place. And yeah, he will meet with Moon to have the rematch in the group stage. ReMinD is out, and we have one more game today. That's gonna be Believe versus Minyuk. A nice Undead versus Orc matchup to see one more player dropping out of this tournament. We are, of course, taking a quick break to set everything up and take a quick rest. And I hope you enjoy this cast.